Welcome to the one-shot Wonderarium. As always, Tony has too many TTRPGs and not enough friends, so I've hoodwinked some people from online to hopefully maybe one of them will be my friend at some point. We're at like 4 shows and I'm at 0, so, here we are. But we've got a great show today for y'all. A game of babies and broadswords with my amazing folks here. And of course, my co-host Ramona is on my shoulder. If you're noticing someone missing, if you've tuned in to the last episodes, don't worry. My social introvert is here today running tech. We're going to say thank you to Blood now for all the chaos we're causing them. So, thank you, Blood, for being behind the scenes and running tech. Babies and Broadswords is a game deeply rooted in games like Dungeons & Dragons and Pathfinder. It very much is set up to be like that, but much more kid-friendly, much easier to learn, and to tell more of a Rugrats / Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends type of game. And that's what we're looking to run for y'all today. So, I will, without further ado, introduce some of my players here. We will start stream-wise on the far left with Irvi. Irvi, tell us who you are, what kind of interesting stuff you get up to, and then talk us through a little bit about your character.
Well, howdy, hey, I'm Irvi. I use they, them pronouns. Typically, if I'm not playing a TTRPG, I am scrolling through TikTok like anybody else with undiagnosed ADHD. Today, I'm going to be playing Faulkner. He's a wampus cat baby, a punchy kicker, and he is overly curious. And if you do anything to make him take his thumb out of his mouth, because he's got 6 of them, mind you, he's going to be very upset.
Good to know. Good to know. So let's go ahead. We'll stay on that left side with Rose. Rose, what do you do? Where can folks find you? And who are you playing today?
You can find me in random places on the internet, but you have to hunt for me. I don't like giving that information out for free. If you want to see me, you'll find me. But if I'm not on the internet playing TTRPGs with my friends, I'm out inflicting my jokes on the innocent people just trying to live their lives. I'm playing Wesley. He is a 4-year-old punchy kicker who is a big blanket baby, and he is a pacifist, but if you push him too far, he will show you what those feet and fists can do.
Awesome. And then let's go over to the top right. Disaster, who are you? Where can folks find you? And who are you playing today?
Hi, I am Disaster. You can catch me on social media, DM Disaster or Rolls After Dark. If I'm not running my own tabletop games, which I do almost exclusively, I am scrolling through TikTok because I have nothing else to do with my life. So I am currently playing Selena, the Salamander Thortherer. I am a wonderfully tragic salamander human baby who has a binky addiction. No, I don't. I am overly curious, and I just love books, and I am 3 years old.
That is awesome. All right, last but not least, JJ, who are you? Where can folks find you? And who are you playing today?
Hey everyone, I am JJ. I use they, he pronouns. You can find me over on TikTok at king.jj.ace because I'm a weirdo cosplayer, so you can check that out if you'd like. I'm playing Rosie, which wasn't planned, by the way, but I'm playing Rosie the Warlock. I always like to ask the question, but why? Because why not? And I'm very overly curious, and I am the creepy baby of this group, and I am Dismany. Dismany.
Love that. And for those of you who don't know or are new to Babies and Broadswords, it is published by Even Footing Games. We actually have, I'm seeing a couple of folks in the chat from Even Footing Games, so thank y'all for coming and joining us. And it's going to be a great time. We're very, very excited to find this game. As a little bit of a DM sort of back note, I was introduced to Babies and Broadswords through a charity sort of event that they worked with, where you know you get the game and give some money to Doctors Without Borders. So it's great to see companies doing good work and making great games. So we like Even Footing Games. If you love this game, go check them out. We are with the Babies and Broadswords game. You do get a couple of quick start games that you can play. I've taken one of those and used it as a model and modified it so that if any of my players had wandering eyes and read through some of that, they don't know what's coming anymore. Not that any of my players would jump the gun like that, but I also like to do things just a little bit my own way. So I do like to homebrew just a touch. So we will open on Lady Chastity's home for unwanted children and other errors in judgment. It is snowing outside. Not the kind of fluffy snow where you get to have a snow day. The kind of mushy, wet snow that makes the janitor yell at everyone for letting you go outside. And so all the children and other errors in judgment have been trapped inside. It is shortly after your daily lukewarm bowl of drool-flavored porridge that you all have gathered today. The kids tend to gather in groups, sort of snot sharing, germ sharing cliques, as it were. And you all have your own group, your own clique that you like to be with, and it's each other. Well, at least until you maybe find somebody as you grow older that you have more fun with and leave the group. But, we're not going to get into that too much. So, as each of the groups are getting together, you've been playing for just a little bit of time. One of the other children from Lady Chastity's comes over. This is a kid named Frederick. Frederick is a human child, but has like a Benjamin Button style thing, so they look 85 in a child's body. And Benjamin comes over. Benjamin is also known. Benjamin used to get bullied quite a bit. But at one point, Benjamin, a bully was coming up to Benjamin, and you could hear Benjamin murmur what most people thought was gibberish. A sort of came out of Benjamin's mouth. In his frail old voice that he's got just a little bit like this. And Benjamin's bully was frozen and suspended up 3 feet in the air. Not very long, but just long enough to put a scare into everyone around. Benjamin has not really been bullied much by that bully. But Benjamin comes over and he's constantly talking about little bits of magic and little things that he has learned. So Benjamin walks up to your group. Yeah, the gruel today was especially I think salty. A little bit of extra something in it, we think, right? No? Well, okay. Yeah.
I might have gotten something on my thumb, but I don't know.
No, I did hear one of the old kids say that they smuggled in some hot sauce. I don't really know what that is. They said it made the gruel better.
Where can we get that?
I have no idea. One of the big kids that was over in the group of bullies. So you might have to pick a fight with bullies if you want hot sauce.
Oh, why?
Mm.
But I have a better idea.
What's that?
If you guys are itching for something to do today.
Mhm.
All right. So, you know what's better than hot sauce?
What?
Down from the bottom
Cold
of the
sauce?
table?
Cold sauce.
Cold sauce.
Cold sauce.
I was gonna say treasure.
Oh, I like treasure.
Well,
Ooh.
Kind Schwezwa.
a treasure room full of toys.
What kind of toys?
Are they cool?
Are
They
there
say
balls?
These are the types of toys that no normal kid ever has access to. The kind that the adults keep locked up in another world.
I want to go to another world.
So, before I tell you about this, you gotta cut me in. Okay? Whatever you
Okay.
bring back, I get 1, 2, 3, 4. I get I get some of it. An even share, right?
Oh, why?
Why?
Yeah, why?
You guys could just not go. That's fine. I'll go talk to the big kids.
I thought you said the big kids were bullies with hot sauce.
Yeah, but the big kids like toys too.
But they
That's
got
why
hot
they're
sauce.
bullying people for all my toys. Well, other people's toys. They don't bully me anymore.
Because you're cool.
Well,
I
kind of scary,
Thank you.
but cool.
like you. All right. If you're trying to get some more information here, we're gonna actually have the first roll of the session. Who wants to head up this conversation a little bit? Yes, I heard a little bit more from the big kids.
Oh,
Like
you
I
know,
said, I need y'all to promise before I tell you any more.
you want an even share.
Mhm. And so to get in good with Frederick, we're gonna need either an adorable, a guile, or you could bully him with a muscly roll. So whoever's heading this up, I'll let y'all pick. We're gonna get the first roll of the session.
How do these roles work, DM?
Absolutely. Okay. So
Yeah.
the rolls for the absolutely the rolls for those of you who haven't played this game before, which is all of us here. This is everybody's first time playing. The rolls work in you will always roll a d6, but then you will add an associated big 3 skill. Your big 3 skills: adventurousness, precociousness, and I blanked on the last one, cuteness. There we go. So depending on the skill, each skill relates back to one of those. So muscly is an adventurousness based skill. Adorable is a cuteness based skill. Guile is precociousness. So you will add that number in, and then if you have any extra quirks or knacks that add to that, right? Maybe give you a +2 if you eat a cookie, or an extra little something, depending on which knacks and quirks y'all have taken, they may or may not apply here.
Well, fellow
Hey.
players, I'll tell you that I have a 5 in adventurousness, so I could muscle this kid into giving us information. But given that he's been bullied his whole life, I don't know that that's
Yeah.
going to get us very far.
I mean,
I have
I
a
could,
5 in precociousness.
yeah, I have
The
a
other
5
thing-
in
You
guile.
might
as
be
well.
our best bet.
Yeah,
The other thing to watch out for is class abilities. Those do come into effect here as well. So, depending on your, you may be able to do something as your class abilities that may affect these. But so we were looking at maybe a guile roll is what I'm hearing with the precociousness, folks. All right, who wants to head that up? Who wants to take the dive?
Not I.
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, Disaster.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That is a 8.
Okay. Awesome. That is exactly what you needed to roll. So perfect. We're just hitting the bar today. That's the. Frederick looks around and goes, I like the cut of your jib. All right. You I'm gonna trust. And these others, they're kind of fidgety. It's like they haven't had their runarounds for today, you know?
I get the zoomies, come on.
You know what they say about the zoomies? If you got the zoomies, you and me's, we can't trust each other.
Why?
It's what they say.
Woo.
But okay, so I will say, I heard this from One-Eyed Willis. And One-Eyed Willis, is a teen Cyclops who is extra pimply and makes up for it by sort of being the type of person who knows everything, so that nobody else can. So he can sort of use leverage, right? One-Eyed Willis says that there's toys, but the teens are too big to sneak around.
I'm good at sneaking.
Yeah, but the toys are downstairs. You'll have to probably find the key to probably a lock. The lock to the downstairs door. And then you'll definitely have to navigate some stairs.
How big are the stairs?
You ever... they're like... I don't know, chest height? It's gonna take some doing. And if you can make it through the stairs... And you'll see, for the first time, Frederick is nervous. You'll have to face the furnace monster.
What's that? What?
Even the adults are scared of it. Have you ever been laying awake at night on one cold night and you can hear through the air deep sort of rumble through the house?
I thought that was my tummy.
No, that's the furnace monster catching somebody and eating them. That's what the big kids say, at least.
You trust the big kids?
I trust Willis. So, if you guys are up for the task.
I want to talk to Willis.
Want to talk to Willis?
Yeah, if he knows about the furnace monster.
I want to know what the furnace monster is.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds cool.
Wonder if that's got hot sauce.
If the big kids hear you talking about the toys, they may try to cut in on your action.
Well, we won't talk about the toys, we'll talk about the monsters.
At this point, you know me, I'm a little too frail for stairs, so and furnace monsters. I broke my arm a month ago falling out of my chair at the table. Y'all remember that, right?
Mhm.
So that does mean you're on your own until we find how to get to the toy treasure room on the other planet.
I think this inspires Wesley. He ties his blankie to his neck like a cape, and he jumps on the table with his spoon in hand and yells, "Then it's off on an adventure we go."
I love it.
He's so cute.
And Wesley, I assume, is headed over to Willis.
Yeah, absolutely. Full send, no stops.
I'll go
I
over
will
and
follow after Wesley, and I'm playing with your blankie at the end to make it look like you're flying.
Willis is...
This is only encouraging him more.
I love this so much.
He's so cute.
Willis is one of the big kids. And the big kids, of course, are older. They're playing some sort of game with cards. You can see they're at a sort of we would think of it as a card table. That's but a round plastic white table. And you can see Willis is currently dealing out some of the other big kids.
I think Wesley takes a seat with no hesitation as if he was invited to this table.
I'm gonna stand right behind Wesley. And what you guys playing?
We're playing a three-eyed dragon. It's a little bit of a cool game we learned. It's too big for you loans.
Well, that's fine. We didn't really want to play a game.
I want to play.
I want to play.
Okay, I guess they want to play.
I want to play.
I want to fight a monster.
You want to fight a monster?
But they want to play, so we'll play first.
You can try to play, but well, do you have an auntie?
I don't
least-
know. I don't know
What's
my
that?
mommy
We're
and
all
daddy.
orphans.
Yeah. It'll take at least 3 cookies.
Ooh,
3.
I've only got 4.
4.
Me too. I'll take, and I'll put 3 cookies down. I'll take.
All right. So the way we're going to do this, because I'm not going to lie, I did not develop an entire card game for Three Dragon. Three-Eyed Dragon. So here's what we're going to do. This is going to be a guile check. Actually, let me ask this question. What is the goal of playing the cards? Is it to get more cookies and win the card game? Is it to get Willis talking? Is it to have fun? Like what sort
It's
of
to get. I think it's to
Okay.
get Willis talking. What do you
Yeah.
guys think?
I want to get
Yeah.
Willis talking.
I think Rosie
I
would
wanna
want to get more
impress him.
cookies, but it's trying to keep the attention on her while the others are trying to get information out of him.
I was going to say, since Wesley is the one currently playing, I think. So I am thinking that this could be an adorable rule, but it almost feels like a cool rule to me. I could see it kind of going either way, because I feel like this is avoiding trouble by using chicanery, right? So I'm gonna say that's a cool roll. So that is a cuteness
Okay.
stat, D6 plus cuteness, and then if you have any extra class abilities, quirks, knacks, anything like that.
Okay. I did forget to ask you pre-game. Are we using?
I actually have not. At this moment, for this role, I'm going to say no. There is other times where you might be able to hop in. But for now, we're just gonna let Wesley's kind of on their own here.
Cool. Did you want us to use digital dice or
Either
plain
one is
old
fine.
real dice good? Okay, I'm gonna go with a regular die. All right, I've got a 3 plus my cuteness modifier is a 6.
Okay. So you're going to get a little bit of information from Willis, but not as much as you would like. Willis is going to be playing Three-Eyed Dragon, which is kind of distracting. You do not know the rules of Three-Eyed Dragon, and so there's a couple of moments where you get distracted from the conversation because it is your turn and you have no idea what's going on. So you are going to lose your 3 cookies. Step 1. Willis, though, is going to talk about how you want to know about the furnace monster?
Yeah, what do you know about the furnace monster? I hear you know things.
We used to have a girl here who could do kind of magic and thought she was big cookies, and she was going to take it on one day.
And?
We haven't seen her since.
Did she get eaten?
I'm not going down to check.
But you're a big kid.
Yeah, you can go downstairs. Well, better
Yeah,
than we can.
I've got everything I need right here. Why would I go down and face the monster?
For the love of adventure.
Glory.
Cookies.
Are you guys going
And
down?
cookies. What are you not understanding?
Yeah, cookies, glory, adventure.
I just got a bunch of cookies here right now.
What if there's more cookies down there? And you get to fight a really cool monster. It's probably like this big and really cool.
Not for me. No, I'm good with that.
It's okay. Old people are lame anyways.
This kid's probably like 8. This old man.
He's older compared to us.
Yeah, he's like twice my age.
He's like
Yeah.
13, by the way.
Oh, he's old.
Amazing.
I don't know how to do math, but
That's where, hopefully they've been coming through, but that's where you're getting the voice cracks. Is because they're a preteen/teen. They're somewhere in that realm. So, Willis is gonna look at you and go, that's why they don't let anybody down there. But what I do is cool. You just don't understand it, okay? You just don't understand what cool is. All right?
Well, he's
But if
cool,
you
and
want to go,
I'm gonna point to Benjamin, the one that was talking to us. The one that fought the bullies. Like, no, he's cool because he did the magic stuff.
look, Frederick is great and all. He's fine. He's a good dude. But we really, we don't. I'm almost aging out of this place. I'm not risking it all.
well, I'm not about to age out. I'll risk it all.
Especially not since you'd have to steal the keys to get
Okay.
down there anyway. And if you get caught, you'll have to clean the toilets for a month and deal with the toilet monster.
Is the toilet monster worse than the furnace monster?
The toilet monster is okay as long as it's getting fed.
Okay, well, I'll feed the. Can we feed the furnace monster? but not like us.
Maybe that's what Lady Chastity does when she goes down there.
When does she go down there?
I don't. Sometimes, in between meals or things like that. Sometimes when we have guests, she goes down to get like chairs.
You guys know if any guests are coming soon?
I don't know anything.
Not my problem.
I don't either. No.
Not my problem.
Now, it seems like y'all are out of cookies, so we're gonna get back to the three-eyed dragon.
Okay. Have fun.
Thank you for nothing. And I'm just gonna walk away.
And you'll see
Brutal.
Willis will do a sort of psh, right type thing. So yeah, y'all have gained a little bit of information on what you need to do. What's the thoughts? What's next?
We gotta find that key.
We gotta get a key. But I don't even know if we have to steal it if we could sneak down with Lady Chastity.
That's true.
She's scary though.
And she'd see us.
Well, that's why I said sneak. Gotta be
Are you
quiet. Somewhat, yeah, I think so.
Maybe the janitor has it?
Oh, that's smart.
That's not
We
a bad
should go-
idea. Have you guys seen him around today?
No.
So you
Me
guys
either.
would have seen the janitor a little bit today because it is, like I said, a snowy, slushy day. So anytime someone goes outside, you can hear the janitor mumbling mean things under his breath as he has to go and re-clean whatever entryway or hallway someone has trucked through.
I know. Somebody go outside and you get all snowy and then you come back in and then the janitor gonna go and he gonna be mad and he got clean.
Oh, wait.
I
Is he
could do
doing-
that.
Yeah, one of you will have to do it. I just washed this blankie and I'm not getting it dirty again.
I can go. I like outside.
Don't
That
stay
sounds good.
outside.
Okay. You can go outside. I'll help make sure you will. I'll help if you need help, okay?
I'll
Okay.
stand in here where it's clean and warm.
Who's gonna take the keys?
Oh, good question.
Oh. Well, I guess it depends on if he has the keys or if the keys are in his office.
Well, if he has keys,
Have 'em.
if he has the keys on him, maybe we could try and see if he has them, and look really hard. Okay.
And then we'll take them if he has them. Real quietly. Or when he's yelling at you, you make him really mad, and so sometimes when I'm mad, I drop things.
He might drop the keys.
Exactly!
Genius.
Full sprint. I start running outside.
Okay. So there's gonna be one quick thing that you're going to have before you get outside.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to open the door to outside.
We did not
So-
think about that.
No, I got this. We got this. That's easy.
So
Oh boy.
go ahead. Finding real quick. There we go. So you are going to have to take on the slippery backdoor doorknob
Oh, make it off.
Oof.
with your stubby little fingers. You've tried before. And well, you've seen other babies try that slippery doorknob. Pretty dang hard to get moving. could try muscling it.
Oh.
Or you might be able to devise something. Maybe there could be some teamwork.
Okay.
Maybe one of us can hold the other one on their shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
They can go for the doorknob.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need the beefiest kid here on the bottom. And the most, like, I don't know, maybe the craftiest kid on the top to open the door.
I can do the be on the top.
I can be on the bottom.
I can stand over here.
And I'll stand over there.
Make sure nobody comes, because if we can't get outside, then the whole plan is ruined.
That's true. I'll
Be
stand
on
watch.
Look out.
You stand over there. You stand on top of each other and try to open the door.
Beautiful. We're so good
Okay.
at this. Yeah. I get down on all 6 legs. Oh, I guess
I
it's shoulder.
forgot. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I did too.
I forgot you had extra limbs.
So, so I am going to have a beefy check from Faulkner on the bottom, correct?
Yes.
And then what we're actually going to do, because once you start to get leverage on this thing, it will become easier. I just blanked. It's Rosie. Sorry.
Yeah.
Rosie, I think this could be a nimble check because you're gonna have to balance
Oh.
on Faulkner's back while getting that leverage.
Okay.
That's an 8 for Beefy.
You are
Ah.
solid as the day is long, and for a kid, that's like 8 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a cheerleader.
That's only a 6 for me.
Oof.
I try.
Oof.
I can't.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you. What I had in my brain for this was a 7.
Oh,
Are there
Then
any
no.
abilities you may have not looked at that will help you with this?
not nimble. I
Well,
don't think.
So here's what's gonna happen then. You are going to tumble off the back of Faulkner, taking one ouchie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But when you bump your elbow against the door, it is going to ring the little bell that sits at the top of the door so they know when kids go in and out. And you're going to hear some shuffling and muttering annoyed footsteps. Somebody going outside again.
Would Wesley hear this first since he's on lookout? Would he hear this first to be able to warn everyone?
The two of you who are on lookout absolutely will realize this first. But to tell where the janitor is coming from, I do think will be a roll here. Let's see.
What kind?
So, I am thinking, let's go ahead and say crafty. That's knowledge of the ins and outs of Lady Chastity's and the people who live there. So that is a precociousness stat.
I rolled a 1 with a 2 modifier. That is a 3.
Oh no.
King shit.
I rolled a 1 with a 5, so that's a 6.
Ooh, thank God.
Well, you have an idea. So there's two things. Wesley, the voice of the janitor is so loud it seems like it's coming from everywhere on you. You're starting to freak out a little bit. I do think, let's see, that was a brainy roll. So let me go back real quick. I do think you're going to get We're gonna say 1 tummy ache for that. Because that is our precociousness based negative here.
That goes to me, you said?
Yes. For Thelina, you know that the janitor is coming from probably what looks to be the front of the building, coming back through the playroom, through the main sort of playroom door. You know that's pretty much the only place that they'd come in from. So, you can. Let's see, who was looking to try and steal stuff?
I think we had either Selena or Wesley.
So,
Yeah.
here's the question then, Thelina. Do you warn your friends, or do you use this opportunity?
No, I'm actually gonna look at everybody. I need you to cry. Cry, please. I'll kick you.
I mean, I'm good at kicking.
I'm rubbing my elbow and I start crying. I have an ouchie. I'm crying.
Louder! And I'm gonna run towards the janitor.
This
Well,
is
crying!
this is going to be, you know what? I'm gonna make something up here for this, where we're gonna do a collective check, much like you might do in some other systems here. I'm thinking this is cuteness, but we could actually, it might actually be precociousness, a type of precociousness for one of you, and I would say this is a guile check for 3 of you. Or no. Yeah, I guess that would be guile. Which is precociousness. So, a guile check for the 3 of you trying to trick the janitor into believing that you've been crying. And then I think for the other of you, I would go with an adorable check, because you're trying to charm and persuade them that the others need help, right? So, I'm gonna go ahead and make that check. I'm gonna do quick math in my head. We're gonna average things out and see what y'all do together.
I think the punchy kickers did well.
Yes.
We both made shocked faces. They did well.
That's great to hear. All right, what do we got?
That is a 3 plus 2 plus 2.
The 7.
Okay.
10.
10.
I got
I
8.
rolled a 5 with the +3 modifier, so you got an 8 again. Two
Well,
8s from the punchy kickers.
Punchy
I don't
kickers
even
are
have-
what's good.
I don't even have to do math. Because y'all all cleared the bar. So the janitor comes hustling in. Somebody got blood on my door again. I'm gonna be a problem. I mean, you got to think kids, right? Kids get snot, goop, like all sorts of stuff on everything, right?
Yeah.
And kids running into doors is not an uncommon thing in Lady Chastity's. So, you can see the janitor comes on in, sort of grumbling. Keys are hanging on their belt.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
sitting
boy.
on my butt, holding my elbow, just wailing.
I think, let's see. Yeah, you were a 10, so I do think you're also the loudest.
Yeah.
So the janitor is going to head over to you first. All right, where's the boo-boo?
Ow.
Oh, I'm not good at this. I mean, I gotta. You wanna, and you can see he like was not prepared for the kids and does not have like a little band-aid or something, and is not the type of person who would kiss it and make it better. That's not his job. His job is dealing with the grossness of the rest of you. So
Yeah.
he's not kissing that.
No.
He knows way better.
As he's tending to Rosie, I'm going to kind of step almost in front of him so he's kind of looking at me. And I want to use my class ability.
Ooh.
And then there's this
class.
one, and she does this. And I'm going to just start talking to get him bored, to distract him, while somebody else goes
Amazing.
around and takes the key.
Okay. Absolutely.
Um,
So, I do think, if you're okay with it, I do think Felina starts talking about basic first aid from a little like ouchie book that they've read. Yes.
I think if I'm understanding the mechanics right, the nimble would be like kind of the equivalent of like sneak.
Yes. Let me double check that.
Then
but, that sounds
Okay.
correct.
yeah, then probably one of the
If-
punchy kickers.
If that's the case, then I think that Wesley would take opportunity and go try to steal the keys.
Absolutely. Yeah, I do think doing this sort of quietly and quickly is for sure a nimble roll.
Cool.
Yeah, so you start talking about first aid, and there are these things called tourniquets. That the janitor is caught off guard for a hot second about why a baby knows about specifically tourniquets, because that's wild information for a kid to know. But you know, we learn all sorts of weird stuff. And then you keep talking about bandages and like the benefits of aloe, and just little things. And the janitor is sort of like, again. So what's that nimble check looking like?
A 7.
That is right on, my friend.
Nice.
So as the janitor sort of looks around, like, I think they're one of those people that because like I said, I know you were looking to bore them, but I think with this janitor, I mean, they're maybe a little bit easier to catch off kilter than to bore. So I think the moment you utter the word tourniquet, their head goes and as they spin, their keys actually swing out just a little bit and jingle jangle. And because they're now fully focused on the kid talking first aid, they are going to be very susceptible to being pickpocketed. And they've got this clipped with just a little carabiner as a key ring. And so they're able, Wesley is able to just reach up, click. And what do you do with the keys once you have them?
immediately straight in his pants. No hesitation. He just literally pulls the little waist string of his pants, drops the keys in there, and then pulls his blanket around him to make it even less suspicious that he's got something stuck in his pants.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. Amazing. So, you are absolutely able to get the keys from the janitor. The janitor will finally sort of come to their senses and be like, "You're right. Bandages. Bandages. I got paper towels and duct tape. Maybe I can make a little band. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do." So they're gonna rip off strips of duct tape, and fold up little like corners of paper towels. You go, "Don't worry, kid, for your boo boo. I got a bandage for you," and you're gonna stick that on your elbow and anywhere that the other two, because I assume once you do that, you go back to crying, right, Wesley? Or do you stop crying?
I think Wesley has stopped crying so that he is no longer drawing attention to himself.
Okay.
Can I see that he got the keys?
I think it's you all are sort of working as a heist team. I think it's pretty obvious that the jangly keys are now gone.
As soon as I see that the keys are off the janitor's belt, I immediately stop crying, like really creepily, just gone. And I just look up at this janitor, just like in the eye, and just like stare him down. Just, I better.
Oh my god.
This is why I don't have kids of my own. And the janitor is taken off. He's getting out of here.
Hey, creepy baby time.
I can't believe the baby creeped the janitor.
Yes.
It's less creepy and more that the janitor was like, there was all this fuss, and then I had another baby sort of rush me talking about medical procedures, and now everybody's fine, and I didn't do anything. I could have just been fine. But no, had to come. Right, and you can literally hear them muttering things like this as they're trundling off.
Thank you.
And they're gonna exit the playroom door.
I'll get up and like brush my dress off and look at Selena and just give like a thumbs up. Good idea.
Yeah, I think as soon as the janitor's out of earshot, Wesley pulls the keys out of his pants and holds them up, very proud of himself, and yells, "I have gathered the keys. We are, what's the word that the adults use when you do something right? What's that word?
Awesome.
Whatever that is. We've done it. We are
Good.
awesome." And he's just jangling the keys, just proud as ever.
I love that. So you'll actually, because you're jangling the keys very loudly, you will see Frederick from across the room, like, flash you one of the, with his old man wrinkles. So, you now have the keys. What's next?
I think
We gotta go unlock the door.
Go downstairs.
The stairs.
Yeah.
But what are we gonna do when we get to the stairs, though?
Go down them.
Oh, we open the door. We go down the stairs, open the door, and see the monster.
Monster. And then we punch
I
it.
want to see monster.
But the toys.
We have to punch it.
Well, that's how you fight monsters, isn't it?
I guess I usually try to resolve things with my words and not violence, but
Oh.
if we must to get to the toys, it's what we must do. And I think Wesley throws his cape blankie behind him very dramatically, like an old vampire, and starts then making his way to the stairs.
Okay.
As everybody exits, how are we going to get the toys back up?
It's armed. Carry on.
But what if they're like this big?
We'll tie them to my blankie, will climb up the stairs and we'll use it to drag him up.
Pull it. Pull.
If we all pull, I think we could at least get one big toy.
Yeah.
At least one.
Maybe my friends can help.
Your friend.
Friends?
She points to the locket that she wears. My friends.
Maybe.
They're super cool and a little spooky, but it's really cool.
Spooky. Are they big kids?
Are you friends
Maybe.
with the lunch lady?
I don't know.
I was not
would
ready
know
for the
that-
comment.
Your friends are not the lunch lady, in fact.
Oh my god, I was not prepared. I'm sorry. An absolute read. Are you only friends with the lunch lady, or? Oh my god.
As someone who was friends with their lunch lady, that hit a little too close to home.
Same. Oh my god.
Are you going to respond to their lunch lady comment, or are we just letting that one lie?
Sorry. She's
I just want to make sure before I move on.
Yeah, she'll sort of look at Felina and just go, "No, my friends are cool.
That's a locket.
My friend."
It's just okay. You just look at the others like.
She got a little screw loose.
You may now realize why, some of you aren't in other groups.
I'm friends with the locket.
All right. So as you head out of the playroom, there's a problem.
Uh-oh.
Because down the hallway from the playroom, there's, as you may know, there's the bathroom door where diapers get changed, where the toilet monster lives, where, some spooky things happen. You know that there is a door marked basement, do not enter. And in front of that, there is the ever dangerous cat of the house.
Oh no.
The cat.
The cat is, as you know, very, very fickle. Minute to minute, you could be its best friend, or you could end up with a reminder that you shouldn't be that close.
That's my cousin.
I forgot that the baby wasn't human for a second, and it was thrown off, and then I was like, "Oh wait,
Not a human baby.
I never did the mental math. I did not do the mental math to remember the multiple legs, and I was still over here like, oh god.
I love that. What I am going to say is, I am going to give you probably, you know what, for that, for a one shot, you're going to get a gold star.
yay!"
Nice.
I'm double checking. Gold stars can be given out by the sitter, me, for particularly impressive acts of toddler antics or good pretending. You can get an additional D6 on any roll using a gold star. So, that could come in very, very handy down the line.
I feel like it will, considering how Tony phrased that.
Same.
Don't shrug at me.
I mean, the furnace monster is scary to adults, so.
It's probably really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited to meet this furnace monster. I hope he has hot sauce.
I hope he has cold sauce. I want to know more about that. These big kids, they keep talking about this hot sauce, but there's got to be others, right?
I bet it goes on ice cream.
Ooh.
Bet it does.
Now I want ice cream.
Later, we gotta get the toys first. I bet we could trade toys for ice cream. It'll be a whole thing. Whole thing.
Can I, seeing the cat, the big cat, can I, hang on, I've lost it. I'm trying to figure out what the actual thing would be.
No worries. While you're looking that up, I'll give you some background on the cat. The cat's name is Twinkles, to start with. And the cat is known for being one place, and then just a second later, they're gone. They're also known for being not territorial, but like I said earlier, very fickle. Some of the bigger kids have tried to mess with the cat and caught the bad end.
Okay, 2 questions. 1, would this cat like Rosie? And 2, could I try and do maybe a crafty roll and see if I know where this cat normally stays?
Okay, so we're gonna start with this. I will repeat that the cat is fickle. So does the cat like anybody? Depends moment to moment.
Okay.
So you'll get that one 100% for free. It's also just part of cats.
Yeah.
Cats over years develop people that they like and tolerate more. But at any moment, you could be an enemy of the state, you know?
I'm very much aware.
So, and then you do know there is one specific spot that the cat really likes. But you're not usually allowed to, well, it sort of moves around. There is, on the right days, there is a sunbeam that moves around the playroom. And the cat never seems to get up, but is always in the sunbeam.
Amazing.
Today, however,
Yeah.
kind of cloudy,
Bobby.
snowy.
Dang it.
I'm a sunbeam.
Yes, you are. I feel like Rosie would have no, she likes the cat. Whether the cat likes her, that's a different story.
Yeah.
She'll walk over to the cat.
Yeah.
I mean, so you, like I said, you guys can try petting the cat real soft. You can try cuteness. You can try scaring the cat away. There are ways to get this cat out of its spot or to make friends with the cat. How you do it is 100% up to you.
I want to try and make friends with this cat, because I think she thinks this cat's a little spooky, considering it just appears. And so she's like, that's cool. I like this cat.
Spooky to spooky friendship.
Yeah! Spooky to spooky.
Okay. This feels like an adorable, or it's definitely a cuteness roll. And I scrolled on past the skill challenge types. It definitely, charm, yeah. So I would say an adorable roll here. So you can't. The trick though is, I will say this now, it is a higher roll than what you're used to for adorable, because cats aren't usually susceptible to cute baby eyes.
I'm cute. That's a 9?
I will say this: you are extremely close. Do you have any abilities or anything that can bump that?
Ah.
Oh, actually, there is something that I think, at least when I was listening to the playtest of this, I haven't double-checked this in the rule books, but we're going to use it because it was in the playtest, and I like this. You can, if you're in a bind and say 1 point below what you need to, you can eat a cookie, but it is going to give you a tummy ache. 1 point of tummy ache. So basically you can trade 1 cookie for a tummy ache and a point towards whatever roll.
We'll do that.
Okay. Because the benchmark
Is that your
here-
last cookie?
No, I have 5
Okay, good.
cookies.
Okay, good.
I had 9 to start, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So 10.
The benchmark here was 10.
Then it shall be 10.
So I wanted to give you a good shot at doing that. All right. So you are able to yeah, there we go. Yeah. So you give yourself a good old cookie crunch moment where and you feel the sugar. I'm going to say these are chocolate chip cookies because we want lots of joy in our lives. And most people tend to love chocolate chip cookies, so that would be the one that I would create for this. The chocolate chip cookies you eat, and you get just a little bit of chocolate smear and a little bit of, but you don't care. And a little bit of crumbs. And you keep just a touch of the cookie. Because you know that the cat likes treats.
Oh, no.
So, don't worry, none of the chocolate. For the record, none of the chocolate.
I was like, am I going to poison this cat?
I realized that I made this a
going.
chocolate chip cookie. No chocolate in this bite. You know what? I'm going to change the cookie to Snickerdoodle, so we're fully in the clear.
That's good.
That's
I'm
good.
changing the cookie to Snickerdoodle for this. Yeah. They're still not good for cats.
Don't
They're-
poison your cats, please.
No chocolate, basically to any of your pets. The pets and
Yeah.
chocolate are a no. Anyways.
That was the day the cat died. Rosie poisoned the cat.
We're not trying to kill the cat. Anyway, so
Magic cats.
Yeah,
you go
it's a
up
magic cat.
and I imagine this. There is an intricate. I think you know. Babies that do well with the cats follow an intricate set of rules. Much like in some fantasy worlds where you must to ride a creature or to get to know a creature, you must follow its rules first. You take a second, you walk up to it, you get within, I would say, 2 arms length, and you have to pause, and you sort of bow to the cat. And then there is a bit of a shimmy diagonally. You don't approach the cat directly. And the arm gets half raised for a small wave. And then there's a left shimmy. And then that other arm gets raised slowly and held there. And then there is, as the cat sort of nods its head in a return bow, you can make 2 slow steps in, hand on top of cat's head to scritch, while providing a chunk of cookie that it sniffs at and just porks down just happily.
Yay. And I'll just kind of just keep giving scritchies, but not too much because I don't want it to be like, I don't like it anymore.
You are absolutely allowed. Twinkles will allow you passage.
Yay. And I'll just look at my my group and just be like,
Wesley's absolutely standing there, jaw on the floor, shocked, because I would imagine that the cat hates Wesley because he would try to pet it far too often. And he's amazed by this show of animal handling.
Yeah, Wesley gets very excited.
golden retriever energy.
Big time.
Mm-hmm.
So now the cat is away from the door.
In my extremely oversized shirt, sneezing.
Oh, allergic to cats. Oh.
Well, also hiding my tail because.
I'll keep the cat's attention while the others sneak past, just kind of like talking to the cat, talking to Spooky Cat.
Yeah, I think Wesley's gonna capitalize on this opportunity as he has the keys, and he's gonna make a run for the door to try to get the keys in there.
Totally. This door is very, very heavy. So,
that's all right. He's
never
beefy.
mind. That doesn't fit here. I'm gonna bail out of that one.
Okay.
I was gonna provide a little thing. So this, what I will say, is I think that you're going to need to get up. You're going to need to find the key. That, I think, is going to be some sort of a precociousness check to decide which key goes to this lock, because the janitor has many, many keys.
Oh
A lot
boy.
of keys.
That's a 3.
Oh. That's not great.
Nope.
You can hear. Well, that's so. I believe. That. That. You're going to probably garner some attention here as you flip through these keys multiple times.
Oh no.
I do think you hear the footsteps of the woman who runs this place currently. Actually, no, not the one who runs it, but one of the ones who keeps track of it. The massive Yeti nurse, Sister Griselda. She is terrifying and awe-inspiring, and so much at all. She when she moves through the hallways, you can hear her steps, and if you put your hand to the floor, you can sometimes feel when she's coming, because she is gigantic. Rumor has it, she is a super secret double timeout room, so you can't get caught.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh. Can I try something?
Yeah,
So, can I hear which way she's coming from?
sure. Well, actually, let's talk through what your plan is, and
'Kay.
we'll see what I make you roll for. How about that?
Yeah. So my plan was to like hearing this and trying to like seeing Wesley trying to like fumble for these keys. I'm gonna try and rush over to her and just like a big smile, slightly a little too wide for a child, and just beaming about how she was able to pet the cat, and was just kind of like talking to her like, I did this and this and this and this, like excited kid energy, and try to distract from the fumble of the keys.
Okay. This is. So you're looking to distract.
Yes.
You know what? I think that this is for sure going to be a cuteness roll. I will let you choose based on what you want to do here. If you're trying to sort of garner the attention and be a lot all at once, but not too much, or you're trying to thread that line, I could see this being a cool roll. If you are trying to go for sheer overwhelming adorability, which isn't a word, but it's a word now. Sheer overwhelming adorability. That's an adorable roll.
And I'm okay with either, but I'm just seeing if I can maybe have it be a guile roll. If not, that's okay. I figured I'd just try and slip that in there.
So, you can argue for a guile roll, but I don't think it would be a distraction. It would need to be a trick. So, the way you could pull this off that I could see is you could throw blame at the noise. You could try to throw somebody under the bus. I'm gonna do that. Convince them that something is going on. There are lots of lying-based ways that this can kind of go down. That I could see be guile.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. What was the name of the Cyclops? I don't have.
One-eyed Willis.
Try to throw Willis under the bus? Yeah, One-eyed Willis.
Oh no. No, actually, I don't want to do Willis because Willis has been kind of helping.
What was the name? Bullied all the time. We can't do him dirty.
Yeah, get a bully.
Yeah, no. What was the name of the bully that was the Benjamin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw Benjamin under the bus.
Okay.
And I'm gonna rush up and just kind of be like, Benjamin, he did sound, but then I saw him go that way, and I point back behind her.
He did sound. All right.
He did sound. He went that way.
You know what? Absolutely. Go ahead and give me that guile roll. We'll see how well he did sound goes for you. This is difficult. Know that.
He did
sound.
sound.
My goodness.
Okay, that's guile. Yeah, I don't have anything. I don't think. Sorry, I'm just looking through my things. Okay, no. That's gonna be an 11.
Whoa.
An 11 is just barely enough, my friend.
Oh, nice.
I rolled max.
So, you're going to see Sister Griselda. There we go. I was thinking Geraldina, and I don't know why that was the name that was in my head. Griselda. Sister Griselda is not the sharpest nurse in the orphanage. But she is stubborn and insistent and on the track of do-batters. So you're going to see Sister Griselda give kind of a weird look to the crew of you, and then see just petting the cat, right? And then one of the little ones of you runs out. Benjamin did it. He was over there. And
he did
Sister
sound.
Griselda, yeah, he did sound. And it's just so cute that Sister Griselda is not going to think twice about what he did sound means. And we're going to get there. This is going to give Wesley, I think, another chance to take a look at those keys.
Is it possible to help Wesley look at them? We look at...
Yeah?
I was going to say, we know which key didn't work, so taking all the keys that kind of look like that same sized key, and then I'll hold them over here, and you can pass me keys that don't work, and I'll hold them in this hand.
Interesting. Okay.
Got 5 hands.
Yeah.
There's a lot of available hands.
Yeah, I'll hold all the stuff. I'm not worried about carrying toys up.
The definition of I have hands. Let me help.
Yeah.
This is okay. So I think that you can help here. I think what it's going to do is it's going to lower the threshold for 1, and you're going to add a second check to it.
Awesome.
So
Is
it'll be a different thing. So we've got the figuring out of keys, but this is a big set of keys, and I think you've got to be, we'll either say either beefy or nimble. No, let's do, you do muscly. I'm trying to think. Yeah. Size and toughness. So either muscly or beefy is what I'm thinking here. Because you got to keep hold the sets of keys as they're sort of weighing you down. And it's going to take a little while. I don't know if you've held something light out at arm's length for a while, but you don't want to drop these keys. And I saw there was a hand up, so.
Yeah, can you remind me, am I rolling a brainy, crafty, or guile check for the key testing? Because if it's crafty, I am a fartful dodger, and I get to add 2 to a crafty skill challenge, which I forgot the last time I tried the keys.
That might have helped you the last time.
It would have.
I do believe you can use crafty, absolutely.
That's fantastic, because that makes my roll a 9.
Okay.
And I have a 10 to beefy.
And you have a 10 to beefy.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
I think this door's getting open, friends.
Get it. Teamwork makes the dream work.
So, you're able to sort of sort out most of the keys. There's just about 3 left. That's enough that if you work together, you can fit them up in the lock and get that door unlocked. Right? There's now a number that is workable that we can, one hand, it had to be under one hand. You've gotten it down to 3 possible keys. So, and I think you guys have learned from last time. I'm not going to make you roll another nimble and beefy check. Also, the beefiness from Faulkner is coming in top tier. So, we're just going to let that one ride as you give them another platform then to get up there and unlock the door.
On 6 legs. Here we go.
The door slides open, revealing the stairs into darkness. Now, there's a couple of things here. Can some folks give me? I think this is going to be a brainy roll. Who wants to give me a brainy roll? I don't. So there was a finger on the nose.
This is a no.
A this and a this. I don't know which one of this is a not me. Okay.
This is a 1, 2, 3. Nose goes, not it. Yeah, nose goes, not it.
So let's go with Thelina. I know they also haven't gotten a ton of spotlight recently, so let's make sure and get them worked in here. Thelina, let's go ahead and give me a brainy roll.
Okay. That is a 9.
Ooh, there you go. All right.
Nice.
So for this brainy roll, you have been up early in the morning when everything is getting set up, and you know that all rooms are dark until the adults hit a light switch. So maybe there is a light that will help dispel the darkness and make the stairs more traversable.
Guys,
Where do
we need light.
How do we get light?
And I will say, from the brain roll, you do actually see the light switch. So you know where the light switch is.
And I'm gonna point up to the light switch.
I'll
Is
pick
it
someone
there?
up to hit it.
I don't want to fall, so I just push my glasses up.
I love
Wesley, you think we
Felina
can
just.
do it?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, I love Felina just noping out of things.
Totally just
Selena's-
said, not my job.
Selena's truly the brains of this operation.
We must protect the
Right.
brain.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Do we think
what-
we could do what we did last time, where one of us climbs on top of the other one to hit the light switch? We think we can make that work a second time?
I think we can make it work 100 times.
That's really high.
If we can, I know. That's why I
I don't
believe.
even know how to count that high.
I just picked a
can't
random
count
number, and
that
that was
high.
the highest one I could think of. Actually, no. I thought about 4,762 earlier, but I don't know what that means. I get down on all 6 legs on like the first step
Let's
for
see.
whoever's climbing.
Who should we have climb this time? Because poor Rosie had to do it last time.
I
Selena's
fail.
noping out, so I guess
You can do
it's
it.
up to Wesley, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think Wesley flows his own cape to screw up his courage again, and he climbs on top of our 6-legged friend here and starts reaching with his little tippy toes to get to the light switch.
Yeah.
Can I spot to do, like trying to like catch them if they fall?
You can try.
Yeah, I'll try.
100%. I'll give you a shot at that. This I think. So I actually I am going to modify this slightly. This is not a switch for this one. It actually is going to be one of those pull strings.
Pull strings.
So
Okay.
it's slightly swaying through the air, so you're going to have to swipe at it to get it. And this is for sure a nimble rule.
Okay. I think. Let me check my class abilities here.
We get a +2 if you still.
Punchy kickers. Based off of the class ability higher go higher, we picked the right kid here because the punchy kickers get a 2+ bonus to any nimble challenge, and I believe that means I take 1 grump, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, if that's the
Okay.
cost of using it, absolutely.
I believe it is, so I'll take that cost of that grump. I will roll my dice, which, man, I think I've got a bad set here. I've got a 1 + 2, so that will be a 3.
Plus,
Ooh.
don't you have like a 5 in adventurous?
Yeah, thank you, so it's an 8. I always
Okay,
forget
that's
one
a
number.
lot better.
There's always one number that just goes, God bless you.
I was like, pick the right person, low modifier. Okay, all right, interesting
yeah.
choice.
I mean, just sitting here like, no, wait, punchy kickers. I know we've got the same stat block here.
This is why I don't work with numbers, guys.
I feel that.
That is odd.
So, yes, I think with an 8, you are able to sort of you sway just a little bit as the string sort of like, you know how cats will sometimes like sway with something when they're about to pounce. Wesley is sort of doing this where they're like 1, 2, right, and you are able to yank down on that string, and you see a string of light bulbs down into the darkness, but gone one by one, revealing at the bottom of the stairs is a concrete floor. Now, as you do, you also hear rumbling coming from the light of a monster who was sleeping in the dark and is now out of sight, but been revealed. You're 100% sure this is the growl of the furnace monster.
I pee myself.
Oh no.
Promise I wasn't my feeling, guys.
I'm gonna start picking my way down there. I was like, ooh.
You're lucky for that diaper, though. So, you said you're going to start making your way down?
I want to see the monster.
The stairs are treacherous. Treacherous.
The staircase may be treacherous.
The stairs are treacherous.
Careful, guys.
Treacherous into the darkness of nowhere.
What?
So, go. You're going to have to, right? If you want to just take on the stairs using nimble rolls, this is another one of those group checks.
Forgot I'm not a big kid.
You absolutely can, but if you devise a plan, that just might help. I don't know what that plan will be, but maybe some of you can think of one.
I don't know why my mind immediately went to make a parachute out of the blankie.
No,
and just
100%
fly down the
that's where
stairs.
my brain went too. Don't worry. But I also
Okay.
thought maybe I could be at the bottom and I'll catch everyone when they come down as a parachute.
That would be
Okay.
cool.
So
Oh,
how about this? We make a ladder, okay? Like a chain, and we just go down.
Like a sled.
Huh?
I like
That's not a
that.
bad idea.
You go
But what if we crash into the scary monster at the bottom?
then he'll be ouchied.
Is
I
it
know, I
cool?
I've only heard great ideas here. There's absolutely no way this could go wrong. I love this.
But what are we sliding down on? You said a ladder?
No, we hold hands. We hold hands and we make a chain.
Okay.
I think we need something to sit on, though, that's smooth. Like a cookie sheet.
Would there be anything in the playroom that could potentially be something that we could slide on?
Yeah. Go ahead and actually give me a crafty roll for whoever wants to try and think of the sliding idea.
I'll do it. Nobody else is on.
No, go.
That's
Well,
what
yeah.
I figured. I figured
Yeah,
it was something
I was
wanted
like
to-
I was like, I'm me or you, I'm cool with it.
Well, I just started to say I could have a +4 modifier with the Fartful Dodger again, but I don't know if that's going to beat what anybody else has.
I don't know.
I have a pretty high crafty.
I have
I'll
a
say
5
that.
in crafty.
So
No
do I.
modifiers, though.
It does look like a die has been cast. So
Yes. I have an
I'm
8.
gonna pause us here. What do we got?
An 8.
Okay. You remember that in the playroom, certain toys are kept in a laundry basket. A laundry basket that reminds you of something you saw once on the TV that Miss Margaret, the head nurse, was watching. She was watching the Winter Olympics. You heard the term bobsled and you have no idea what that means, but you remember there was a push and a bunch of people hopped in something and went shoo. You think maybe, just maybe, this laundry basket could do the trick.
Do we have rope up there?
You jump low?
I think there are some toys that could be used as rope, right? Like an old school rotary style phone that has a phone cord.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm getting that. I'm gonna just hold on, guys, hold on, and then I'm gonna run over to the playroom to go get the basket and the cord.
Absolutely. And I put you guys through like 6 skill challenges in a row. So, and this idea, it's too great to let the dice have any say in this.
I will help you carry stuff with Alina. I will go with you.
Yeah, how do you guys, you little folks, jump in and ride this thing down? How does this work?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach. Oh, my question: does this the stairwell, does it have a banister to hold on to?
Yes. Yeah, it's an older banister, so it's not super strong.
Mm-hmm.
But it is absolutely there, especially in her Lady Chastity. Passed away a few years back, but she ran this place to her old age, right? And so at some point, to get up and down the stairs, she needed a banister.
Okay. Is it a open banister, or does it have the spokes going down?
It would have the spokes.
Okay. I am going to tie where the basket is, where the holes are. I'm going to loop part of it around, so 2 could sit in the front, 2 could sit in the back, but it's still held in the middle.
Okay.
And then I'm going to tie it to the top of the banister, so when we go down, it's not going to go fast, and it's still going to apply some tension.
Okay.
Safety first.
Safety first.
She's literally the brains.
I like this. The downside of this, to operate this, I know I said I was going to let you guys do this, but I have to. We've modified it slightly from what I thought we were doing. To lower 4 babies down in a laundry basket is going to require a very beefy baby.
How about 3 babies down and 1 beefy baby lowers, and that beefy baby makes a little walk down because they feel very confident about these stairs.
With those extra legs, I think that's a good idea.
They feel very confident. He feels very he's been excited about these stairs since we learned there were stairs.
You could absolutely lower folks down from the top and then follow afterwards.
Beefy baby to the rescue.
The courageous cousin to the cat.
This is, I will say, this is a high roll.
Okay. It's fine.
So this is something you would normally need an adult to do. So you may have to burn cookies or abilities to get there.
We'll do it.
Okay. Go ahead and give it a roll.
All right, beefy first.
Actually, well, 1 second. Let me double check something because it might need to be muscly.
Okay.
All right, I would say, yeah, I figured, but I wanted to just make sure before I actually call for it. Baby's physical size and so it would be muscly.
Cool. As an A, I see that face, so I'm gonna burn my gold star first.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're gonna get that extra D6 going in there to bring it to a 10.
Yo.
You're still below the mark.
So I'll eat a cookie.
You would need to eat
How many cookies?
2 cookies and take 2 tummy aches.
That's fine. I shove cookies in my mouth. I double fist the cookies. It's at the same time no thumbs, because all the thumbs are holding the rotary cord. So.
Okay. All right. So with the sugar high from multiple snickerdoodle cookies, you are able to lower down your friends, sort of being the Indiana Jones of this endeavor. But now, you have to follow them. So now we're going to require a nipple check.
That's all good. All good. Everybody good down there? You make it? Do you see any scary monsters? I'm coming!
Downstairs
So cute.
is, by the way, a storage room. I would say it's like a 15 by 15 sort of square room with a door at the end that you can hear a deep, dark rumbling from.
I toot.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, that's been a lot of cookies. How are you doing on tummy ache?
Oh, me?
Yes.
I'm not feeling great, but we're still over half.
Okay. I just wanted to check up real quick.
Oh yeah, no, but that sugar high, ooh, that's gonna crash and burn. I can feel it in my bones.
Uh-huh. All right. Now, it is time for that nimble check.
Okie dokie. I'm coming, guys, I promise. Oh god, maybe I'm not. That's a 7. I'm ready to get another cookie.
Yeah, you're gonna need to down another cookie.
Just kidding. My sugar high ends, and I'm gonna use a grump and get a +2 on it for 9.
There you go.
No more tummy
Get
aches.
yourself that grump.
Just a little upsetty spaghetti.
Hey, that's how I get through every day.
Sugar high crashes at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, so you go to head down the stairs, and you have a couple of wobbles. There's a couple of moments where you think, this could be it. I've had my last cookie. But you're able to catch your back balance, sway yourself back over, and sort of climb on down, heading to the concrete floor of the downstairs storage room. There are shelves to the ceiling on all of the walls with lots of all sorts of stuff. Extra cribs, mattresses. You have, some spare cookie sheets from upstairs. You have no cookies on them, of course. You have like water coolers for when we have a day outside and it's really hot. You have lots of cleaning supplies. But mostly it's stuff that you're not 100% sure what it is or what it does. But some you recognize.
Do we see the monster?
The monster grumbling comes from behind the door. And I will say, at that moment, I think we're going to go ahead and take a quick break and fuel up, make sure we got our blankies close before we forge into the dark. Welcome back to the Wonderarium. I'm here with this amazing cast of colicky kids who are just given Lady Chastity's home for unwanted children and other errors of judgment a run for its money as we're taking on the Furnace Monster. Well, not yet, but we're set on a crash course and the furnace is right in the way. So maybe, just maybe, we can find our way to a treasure planet full of toys. Now, our gang of rascally kids have found their way using a very beefy child to lower a laundry basket full of our diapered fiends down the stairs into the now lit basement. We are in uncharted territory and out of bounds territory. We are no longer in the play space where the kids are allowed. We're now in the adult-only spaces. And if trouble happens, you may be up a creek without a paddle. So, ready. We're going to take, I actually meant to do this during break, but we are going to take a bit of a tone change here. Not a tone change, but a little bit of a musical change here. Sorry, Blood, this one's on me. But don't worry, we will get it going here pretty quick. So as the crew of babies stare down the stair from inside the basket through the shelves of the storage room into the door that hides the grumbling furnace monster. It is time. Maybe, just maybe, there are things on these shelves that could help you fight the furnace monster. But you don't know what that is at the moment. And you can hear it grumbling. So maybe, just maybe, you want to take it head on. How, little ones, do you want to take this on? How do you want to forge ahead into the now lighted darkness?
I mean, maybe one of us should check it out and then come back and we see if we need things. Since nobody's fought and come back, we couldn't ask anyone.
Can I? Sorry, I had to burp. Excuse me. Can I?
Okay, it's to prevent those tummy aches. We get it.
Yeah. Can I look at the locket that I have, and can I ask my friend a question?
Ooh. You can indeed.
Yeah. I'm just gonna like hold it and look at it, and just kind of like whisper to it. Two just popped in my head. Hang on. How do we defeat the monster?
So as you, I think, how did you fiddle with the locket, by the way?
She's just kind of like, she kind of like opens it so that way she's looking at the picture inside, and she's just like staring at it and whispering to it.
Okay. You can't read, but if for those of us who can read, you are able to discern. So for those of us that are actively watching this, right? The camera crew that doesn't exist in game, but for outside viewers, there is an etching on the back of the locket that says, "Love you forever, Gramps." And you are summoning Invisible Grandpa. The others cannot see, or they can hear whispers that sort of are spooky, but they can't hear what Invisible Grandpa is saying, but they can hear the shuffling of his very old feet, and the once in a while, as it comes close, the thump of the end of the cane that Invisible Grandpa leans on. Invisible Grandpa is wearing old blue and white striped pajamas, and they look like they've been around since before the dinosaurs. Their cane, at the top of it, is a dragon's head, and the bottom of it is actually a claw. So it's not one point of contact. It's, 5, 4? Dragon people will know this. But I have not looked at dragon's paws, claws, talons.
Pause.
But there is sort of the claw at the bottom. And your question was, one more time?
How do we defeat the furnace monster?
Okay. Okay. Oh, and the other thing that is in here, by the way, the locket shows old Grandpa next to an image you know as Lady Chastity. How do you defeat the furnace monster? You'll hear old Grandpa, or Invisible Grandpa. Well, Sonny, they for some reason always call you Sonny. It's kind of weird, but you know, grandpas, I guess.
Grandpa.
You never had one.
That's my friend. He just calls me.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, Sonny, the furnace monster. You see, you gotta get around its metal. If you can get to the fire inside and quench it, make it all cold, then it can't burn you no more.
So I gotta go inside it?
Oh, you don't want to go inside it, kiddo.
How do I get it from quenched? What was that word you used?
Oh, you gotta quench it.
That! How do that?
Yeah, so I forget you youngins don't understand these words. We don't have a story time like we used to.
And this many, Grandpa.
Wow, you're so big. But quench is what happens when you take a fire and you get rid of the heat. You put it out, it stops glowing. Usually, back in my day, we would quench fire with water or by making it so it can't breathe.
So we put Wawa on it and we choke it.
I don't touch it with your hands.
Oh.
It's hot.
Right.
It's like hotter than fresh cookies.
That's really hot.
Yeah. I burned my fingies a time or two.
Ow.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Wawa and choke it, but not with our hands, because that will hurt.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe in you,
Thank you.
kiddo.
Thank you, Grandpa.
See you, Sonny.
She's just talking. She's just talking to the air.
Oh, one last thing. When you defeated the furnace monster, the spaceship to Treasure Planet I know what you kids are up to. It can only be accessed through the furnace monster once it's cooled.
Okay. I'll turn to look at the group. I know how to defeat it.
You were just talking to your locket. Are you okay?
That my friend. That grandpa.
So your
I
grandpa
think Wesley's decided that Rosie's lost it, and he's fully just going. And just shocked and horrified in this basement where he's never been, and his friend has absolutely lost her marbles.
So what Gwamp say?
Grandpa said, we gotta. Hang on. Quench it? I think that's the word Grandpa used. But we gotta. Yeah, we make it not hot. We put wawa on it, or choke it. But we don't choke it with our hands. We choke it with the wawa. So the wawa will make it not angry. And once it's not angry, we can get the treasure because you go through it once it's cool, and then we get treasure.
So the treasure's in the furnace monster?
Mm-hmm. But we can't go in it until it's cool, because once it's cool, then we get the treasure.
He must
Wesley's
be angry because he has a
cool.
tummy ache.
Wait, I heard two things in my brain's like, what do you say, Selena?
Say Wesley's cool. Can he go in the furnace?
He is cool, but the furnace needs to not be hot. So we need to put wawa on it to make it cool, and then we go inside.
Where we gonna get the water?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We choke it without our hands. Just the Wawa?
I think so. I didn't. I
Okay.
forgot to ask Grandpa.
It's okay. Can we pee on it?
I just started to say, DM, could we throw diapers that have been used on this thing to choke out the fire? Because
We made the DM face palm. It's great.
we know that multiple of us have wet our pants at this point, so we have access to liquids.
Yeah.
You are unsure at the moment. That's. I'm trying to figure out the best way to help you understand the challenge that's currently behind a door. I can't tell you more because you've never seen it. You're unsure. Now, if you want to try something like a brain roll, which that may actually not be the right brainy. Brainy roll, or something like a crafty roll. You can maybe get some more information about what that means or things in the room that may help.
I can help with the brainy. Whoever wants to do it. I have a that's not what my book says. And I can give anybody who wants to do a brainy roll a +2.
Let's see. My modifier is only a 2, so I'm gonna vote literally anyone else do it.
Yeah, I'm also in the same, but again, the punchy kickers, I'm pretty sure have the exact same stat block, so like,
I think so.
no, Brainy.
I do it. My brainy's high, but I mean, if you want to do it, you can do it. You can do the brainy. I'm cool with whatever.
You do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
were
do
looking to support somebody, so
Yeah,
you
I
got
just
this, JJ.
Okay. It's gonna be a 6. Or wait, what does the bonus from?
Brainy is precociousness.
Yes,
You get a +2 from me.
+2, so 8.
So, this is not enough.
How many cookies would I need to eat if I can?
You would need to eat. I'm gonna say, let's see. I got it. Okay, you're at an 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me just double check to make sure my skill challenge level makes sense here. Yeah. So so this is one of the hardest skill challenges that you can do.
Ooh.
Because this is more complicated than tying your shoes.
So hard.
Which means I'm gonna set it, I'll tell you, at a 13. So
That would be all my cookies. So I got 5. Do I want to save?
I will say this, it's all your cookies and possibly having to take a timeout because I have a feeling
My tummy
you're
ache is
gonna
okay.
have a tummy ache at that point.
No, my tummy ache is high.
Okay.
So I would be okay, I think. Yeah. Okay, I will burn my cookies.
Okay. We're burning 5 cookies.
Yes, burning 5 cookies.
Oof.
So I take 5 tummy ache?
5 tummy ache.
Ugh.
Oof.
I got 5 more and then I got tummy ache.
You go hyperactive. You can see them we see this montage of like everybody else is sort of moving in slow motion and there's a all around the craft room. And this was the brainy roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And just make sure that you were trying to learn what again?
What were we trying to learn? I forgot.
How to quench the fire in the
That's
fire.
what I thought. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I was still on page with where you guys were at. You are able to, with your brainy roll, remember back to about a year ago, the whole Lady Chastity's group went camping in the backyard. And one of the janitor dug a little fire pit, and you were able to roast some s'mores. And at the end of the night, the nurses poured water on it, but then they also covered it up with sand.
So, having.
And I will give you one more thing.
Oh?
The sand in the play pit has to be replaced sometimes because some kids, well, they make the sand real dirty. We'll just stop at that, right? And the janitor has to go in and somewhat clean the sand, or at least put new sand on top. And so in this storage room, there are bags of sand.
And we have a water cooler down here too, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna. You see Rosie kind of run over to the sand about halfway, stop, run back over to the water, stop, kind of like trying to figure out which one she needs to go to first. She's like, that one! And I point to both the water and the sand. Just kind of like, those! We need those! That! Wide eyes.
I think Wesley gets excited and he flows his cape one more time and he flashes his little baby muscles and says, "This is a challenge for a beefy baby."
He's so cute!
I love that. Which thing is the challenge for a beefy baby? Getting both of them?
Getting
one of them?
Getting the bags of sand, I think.
Okay. So, the first thing, this is going to be a combo of checks here. because you have to climb the shelves to get to the sand. So we are going to require a nimble check to get up there.
Perfect. A 4 plus 2.
I would like to follow
Plus
Wesley,
5.
prepared to catch. You know, if Wesley falls or the sand falls, I'm ready to catch either.
That'll be an 11. I'll take 1 grump. That'll be an 11.
Okay. You are able to climb up to the bags of sand. You are almost as tall as when you sometimes convince strangers to give you shoulder rides. When the strange couples visit Lady Chastity's. You're almost that high, which is super high up, of course. One thing I am going to say, because this is terrifying to me, is as soon as you were up there, you realize how heavy these bags of sand are. These are at least 20-pound, if not 50-pound bags of sand. To give you an outside perspective. So
Whoa.
You as a baby are not going to be able to lift these. You might be able to push them off the shelf, but you know, if you can't lift them, your friends might not be able to catch them.
Could I push them off the shelf so that they fall on the ground and bust open so that then we could shovel the sand with our 6-handed friend's help into the water cooler?
That is something that could happen, probably, yeah. It's going to require a muscly roll to make sure you get that slid correctly. And it's also going to require letting your friend know to get out of the way of the sand.
Yeah, I think Wesley screams like, "Timber!" and then like does his hands like this to tell everybody to get out of the way, and then he runs over to the bags and he just kicks them off with his legs. So that's a 1 plus 5. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my punchy kicker plus 2. Oh no, wait, I can't do that again. What was this? Was a muscly check?
Yes.
Let's see. Let me see if I've got something for that. I do not, but I have a 5 modifier, so that's a 6.
This is definitely not something a baby would do easily, which is where 6 comes in. So you are not going to be successful, my friend. And I do believe that you are going to go ahead and probably take 2 ouchies.
Oof.
As you try to slide this, and you're climbed up on the shelves trying to push this, and you slide the bag of sand off. Well, no, you don't. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. You do not get the bag of sand slid off, but you do scrape up your knee in trying to push so hard that you scrape your knee on the back of the wooden shelf.
Shoot. I think up on the shelf, he's sitting up there and he's really, really grumping about this. He's got his little arms folded and he's going, "We're going to have to come up with another idea because this one gave me 2 ouchies and I will not tolerate another." He's ticked.
I have the water cooler. Is it literally just like an igloo, like carry kind of cooler? Or are we thinking like water cooler chats? For clarity.
It would be, yeah. So there is a very large one with a big G on front. It's like a McDonald's yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I dropped that brand name, but here we are. It's a bright yellow. They got that one for free, I guess. But anyway, it is what it is. So there is a big one with a G, but there is a smaller one that is probably close to. You and I would know it closer to like a gallon and a half jug type thing. So there is a more baby-sized version.
Okay. Wesley, do you want help?
That would be great. If you think you can get up here. We're
I
pretty
think I
high
can
up.
get up there. I bet. I think I can do it. Could you throw your blankie down though, in case I need to help pull if
Wesley
I need help?
has an internal crisis, and then he reluctantly agrees to throw the blanket down in assistance.
No, you just gotta hold it.
The
just in
motivation
case,
of toys is so high.
Good. We like toys.
Right. Okay, so what do we got?
I was gonna ask if, like, while they're doing the sand, can Felina and I try and do the water?
Yeah. We'll get to that. Yes. That'll
Yeah.
be the next. So go ahead. I'm gonna say with the blanket, there's no need for a nimble roll to climb up, but there will be a doubled up beefy roll, or a muscly roll. It was, to see if the bruiser twins here. I think
got a
that was
10.
2 celebrations. I'm not sure.
I got a 10.
Okay. So both of you working together are able to get back behind and shove the bag of sand off the shelf, and it comes down and crunches, and you can actually see a puff of sand come all the way up to where you guys are at a sort of a small cloud of sand sits. You're lucky that the sand is a little bit wetter than it probably should be, or else this would be like all over the place. But instead, there's just a small puff. Now, water cooler folks. What sort of method are y'all devising? Is it a nimble climb up? Is it a crafting a solution? Is it something ooky spooky with magic? I don't know.
I don't have the cookies to do ooky spooky, unfortunately. Can we try to, like, brainy this?
Yeah. So you could brainy this by devising a way that is super easy. You could crafty this by figuring out like like a pull strings type method to pull something down. They're basically, you can kind of pick how you might think you want to attack this, and we can come up with a method for that.
What would you want to do? Do you want to do a brainy or a crafty?
I'm good either way.
Okay. Because I have 2 ideas. Would it be possible because I'm always carrying around a red balloon, which makes people kind of avoid me like the plague. Also, because I'm weird. Could I tie? Would it be possible to tie my balloon to it and try and, like, pull something up? If
Go ahead.
not, then we could do a brainy.
The answer is yes, but it's going to be a crafty check.
Okay, I'm okay with crafty. Let's see.
Or
Yeah, 'cause
wait,
I
let me make sure real quick. Crafty is the people that live there. So that's, I don't think that's quite right. I'm gonna have to go with brainy.
I'm okay with that.
Because it's not tricking, and it's not the ins and outs of Lady Chastity's specifically. It's just general, can you think this through?
Six?
Well,
I got a 1. Dice 2.
that does not go as as planned. So I think here's what happens. So I think it doesn't go as planned, but it does help. It does go successfully somewhat. I think you get thwopped in the head by this cooler as it comes down.
Ow.
With your balloon. Yeah, you were not able to sort of get... Luckily, it's a light cooler. There's nothing in it, for the record. But yeah, it's not a fun experience. I believe that is you were pretty rough. We'll say 2 grumps.
2 grumps or ouchies?
I'm gonna say grumps.
Okay.
Because the way these sort of work in my mind, and maybe I missed a line in here, but is basically I assign them based on what stat you used. So if you use strength, you get an ouchie. If you used, okay, I guess that's cuteness. Oh no, that's not good. Well, sorry, that's 2 tummy aches.
2 tummy aches?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on.
Because that's a precociousness stat.
Yeah, I was wondering. I didn't want to say anything.
I misread that.
Oh, I'm not doing too hot.
Big oof.
I have three more tummy aches, and then I gotta take a nap.
Been very resistant so far, but it's you can feel that belly burbling.
Ew.
It's not a good time. So it is the water cooler is down. I will say I am going to modify that it does not bop you in the head.
Mm-hmm.
It in fact knocks you over and you hit your tummy on just something that's on the ground. Yeah. Just to make that a little narratively make more sense.
Got a little toot.
Yeah.
Land on my stomach.
All right. So now you have a cooler and you have some sand.
Is it empty? The water cooler?
The cooler is empty. Yes.
Okay. I'll grab my balloon, tie it back around my wrist. I'll look at the others. We still need Wawa.
I mean, I guess we could go back up to the bathroom and fill it up with water and then bring it back down. Or we could try the sand.
We could try sand first.
Oh. I'm assuming we can see the whole room.
Yeah.
Is there like a utility sink down in the basement?
There might just be.
You're smarter than me.
Go ahead. This is a very low barrier, but give me a crafty roll real quick. See if you can identify it.
Should it be me? I only have a +2. Anybody else? Anybody else want to figure out the sink?
I have
Somebody
a high
smarter than
crafty.
Wesley?
I have a high craft, but I don't want to like.
Give it a shot. I believe in you.
I think you can do it.
All right. Let's see what
Go for it.
see what he pulls here. Come on, dice! Don't disappoint you for the 100th time today. A 3 + 2. It's a 5.
So the line I had set was a 6. Do you have a cookie to eat?
I do have a cookie I could eat.
That could be an option.
I will eat that cookie.
Okay. 1 tummy ache, but you know the big white, like, rectangular thing with the pipe coming out of the bottom in the corner is a sink.
I think Wesley will very excitedly point at the sink and go, "No need to traverse the terrifying stairs. We've got a sink right there."
That rhymed.
He's been reading too many nursery rhymes with the whatever the scary nurse lady from earlier's name was.
Oh, there were multiple of them, but yeah.
The Yeti one.
Yeah.
And the
That's what
Yeti
I'm
lady,
guessing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sister Griselda.
Griselda, yeah.
Griselda.
So, yeah, you are able to. I think you guys. You guys don't have to do any sort of checks to actually get the water running. And you've seen sinks many times. One of you does have to kind of climb in the sink to get it, to get things going. Two of you are like, not happening.
I don't think Wesley's afraid of the sink. I think he'd go for it. He's proud that he found it. He's going to run to the sink and start figuring out how to turn it on.
Faulkner doesn't do water or bath time.
Makes sense.
I would climb in, but I'd get stuck.
The janitor has to clean up, fill a mop bucket here sometimes. So there is actually a length of rubber hose attached to the end of the sink. So when you're able to turn it on, you can actually see the water coming out. And
To get in the water cooler.
do you want the water cooler in the sink or on the ground?
Well, if there's like a tube, like a hose, stick the end of the hose in the water cooler.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Just making sure that we're on board.
Yeah, no, I'm not getting in the sink. I would get stuck.
So yeah, you're able to fill this up and turn off the water. You now have a cooler. How full?
Oh, that's a good question.
However's full enough to lift it, but also quench the fire.
I think what Rosie would do is would like have it like be as it's being filled, have Faulkner probably holding it, since they seem to be a stronger baby, and like once it starts to get a little too like heavy, Rosie will be like, no water, to tell Wesley to stop the water, so that way it's not too heavy for us to hold. So however how much Faulkner can hold, I guess.
Okay. This is one with no negative, but Faulkner, go ahead and give me. I think this is a muscly check, I believe again.
Okay. All right. 11.
That thing is mostly
Max.
full.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
That thing is mostly full. It's not all the way full. Because that's something you need an adult to help you carry. But it is very full.
Can somebody put a lid on it? I don't want to spill it on me.
And then there's like a top or something. It's just like...
I don't want it wet.
Yeah. You can go ahead and it's. I don't think it's a screw top. I think it's just a press down one. So yeah. Okay, you have some sand. You have some water.
I think we make our way over to the scary furnace now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You stand at the wooden door to the scary furnace. You can see the door shuddering with the grumblings of the scary furnace. As you go to open the door, you notice that the room inside is semi-dark. So let's actually, before we get too far into the room, because it is going to basically initiate, we'll say combat. It doesn't have to be fighting per se, but a turn taking, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody rolls a d6, and highest roll gets to take their turn first. If there's a tie, the tie people play rock, paper, scissors. And it is always on shoot. Okay.
Wow.
That's good to know. However, Wesley.
Oh, you were supposed to get a 4 and have a perfect lineup.
Gosh, Tony.
All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Rock.
It's rock,
This
paper,
is much
scissors.
harder to do over video calls. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes,
All
it
right.
is.
Let's
All right,
start
here we go.
again.
I'll slow down.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Let's try again.
All right.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I thought you were gonna go paper.
I thought real hard about it so you could read my mind, and then I changed it. So, now we know our order. Let me write this down because I will forget it. So, we had a 5. Okay, and then... Okay, and then a 3 for Wesley. And then
Plus
it was
a losing rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, plus yeah. And then a 1
A
for...
2 for me.
Oh, a 2. Oh. Yeah. 2. Okay. For... yeah. I had to learn how to type there for a second. I just looked at my keyboard and had a second where I was like, how do I use this thing? Everything's fine.
How do?
All right. And then a 1. Okay. Love that. So, Rosie, the
Yes.
door opened. The furnace room is dark, only lit by the glow of the monster itself. You can see the dark tendrils of the furnace, of smoke coming from the furnace, reaching towards you as it grumbles. And you think you hear it say the words, hungry.
I kind of look to the others and kind of like a little scared, but mainly more intrigued. Do I see? Is there like a light switch or something in here that I could see?
I am going to say there is in this short of time there is not.
Okay. Do we have the sand? I know we have the water with us. Do we have the sand with us, or is that still in the bag?
I got 2 fistfuls of sand and 2 fistfuls of water. No thumb sucking. You're getting in.
I will say this: those of you who did not grab the water could grab handfuls of sand, if you're so inclined, on the way in.
Okay, because I helped with the water. Can I grab the water cooler from Faulkner and try and at the walk closer to the furnace and at the furnace, try and get it to.
So remember, you guys filled this water cooler to the max of Faulkner's strength.
Oh.
So you know that Faulkner is much stronger than you. So you would need a heck of a roll.
No. I don't know what to do.
Honestly, so we any combat action, right? This is a monster, right? So any combat action you can do. What I will tell you guys, sand is a projectile that you can throw from. So for those of you who have never had babies in broadswords, combat is not like Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder where you measure things in feet. It is like some other games I've played where you measure things in zones. So you are you can be in flailing zone, which is fisticuffs zone, right? You can be in spitting zone, which is, a short distance away. Or, I believe the other one is flinging zone. Where you can throw stuff at it. So you all in the doorway are in flinging zone.
I guess I will take. I'll have a handful of sand. I'll just take a handful of sand from Faulkner and just throw it at the furnace.
Absolutely. Okay, so the way fighting works in this system is the attacking baby chooses which big 3 stat they attack with, and then add a d6. Then you can add any class or knack related bonuses. And the enemy has a chance to attack against it. If the attacker rolls higher, the defender takes the difference in damage.
Okay.
If the defender rolls higher, they block the attack. In the case of a tie, the attacking character is successful and only deals 1 damage. So, you have to defend with the same type of big 3 stat that is used against you. So if you attack, or if it attacks you with precociousness, you have to defend with precociousness.
Okay.
Right?
And I can choose if I want precociousness and then the others.
Yes.
Okay.
And it has to defend against what you attack with.
I'm gonna do precociousness.
Okay.
Let's see. Which this is the dice.
Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this one.
When we roll.
I rolled a
What?
6. I rolled really well.
Good.
And you said precociousness?
I rolled 12. Cause I add, right? I add the precociousness score.
Yeah, d6 plus precociousness,
Yeah.
plus whatever skill modifiers. So
So just it's just flat for me. So it's just 12. If that's right, I could be doing it wrong.
the max is a 5. So
Oh,
5 plus 6 is 11.
11. Okay, I put the wrong
Okay.
number in then. Okay, I was
Cool,
like,
cool,
wait
cool.
a minute. Oh wait, unless it was from a.
So unless it was from an ability or a knack that you had that upped it.
I think it was because of. Hang on, let me double check something real quick. Oh yeah. Oh, challenge type. Okay, not the actual. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Okay, I get because warlocks get a +1 precociousness skill challenge type of their choice. So I think I put it in the wrong spot.
Okay.
'Cause I put it as the actual 4, not the actual challenge type.
Yeah. So you've been getting 3 times as much good out of that than
Well, I
you should've.
didn't. I only have 5 for brainy, crafty, guile. I hadn't put the +1 into that yet. I only had the +1 in the actual precociousness skill, like the
Gotcha,
2,
okay.
3, 5. Yeah.
Yeah, and it should have been in one of the others.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got no use out of it so far.
Yeah. So I'll just let you know I'm putting it into brainy, just
Okay.
so.
So that will not help you here, but it's still an 11, which is
Yeah.
fantastic. So
Learning as we go.
Yeah. So this is a flinging attack, so there is an extra thing that's going to happen here. Okay. So you see the furnace monster growling, its mouth open with fire, and you go to hurl your handful of sand at it. It is gonna do a 7 to defend, meaning that it takes 4 damage here.
Yay. I imagine Rosie hears that says it's hungry, and she goes, "Hungry, here!" and throws it.
It tries to shut its mouth before you can get the sand in and fails. So, that is your turn. It is now the furnace monster's turn. The furnace monster, getting sand thrown in its mouth, starts to cough and choke, kicking up ash into the room, obscuring the room, and also causing one grump and something new we haven't had yet. One round of everyone is grossed out. One second. Let me real quick. There we go. Grossed out characters may take an extra point of tummy ache damage on the next successful attack by an enemy. So nobody takes any tummy ache damage yet. But if you get hit by it, you will. So the next round,
better watch out.
Yeah. So, and that is it. It's big. Okay. So, by the way, one thing we didn't talk about, and I want to make sure before we get too far in, every is action economy. Every character in this gets one big action, one small action, and a move. If I remember correctly, double checking that. They can take up to 3 different actions. So you can do a big thing, a little thing, and a moving thing. You can sometimes do additional things depending on your class. And you can swap out a big thing for an extra moving thing if you want to move. A big thing, of course, is an attack. A little thing would be eating a cookie, using an item, picking something up, or using an ability that's triggered by a successful attack. So, that is its little thing. Because that ability is triggered by using a successful attack. It is going to go ahead and use an adventurous attack as it coughs out a spark at one of you. I am do we make it the one up? Yeah, it's you know what? No. What I'm gonna do? Disaster is 1-2. JJ is 3-4. Rose is 5-6. And Irvi is 7-8. And I'm gonna roll a d8. All right. It's going for the Thorther. It is going to use adventurousness. And that spark, it's going to cough out a spark in your direction from flinging range. So you need to use adventurousness to defend.
6.
It rolled a 7, so you're going to take 1 ouchie. And I'm going to say the furnace doesn't move because it's a furnace.
That would be so scary.
I would hope not.
That would be super scary. So
That would be terrifying. Oh my god.
Furnace on wheels.
No, I get
So,
why
yeah.
adults don't wanna.
Wesley, it is your turn.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. One more thing. Disaster, you do take 1 tummy ache from being grossed out. Now, sorry, Wesley.
Okay. I think, can Wesley take 2 handfuls of sand and water, dirt, whatever we've got here, and launch both of them at the furnace?
So you'd only be able to do 1 at this moment.
Do 1? Okay.
It is because an attack is a big thing.
Okay.
You'd be able to pick up another thing of, well, you wouldn't be able to pick up another thing of sand because you don't have more sand with you. But You could use an item if you've got an item or something like that, or maybe look around the room. Like you can do a smaller thing with a little thing, right? Like they say eating a cookie, using an item, picking something up, or using an ability that's triggered by a successful attack. So
Okay.
I don't know if you have any class abilities that are triggered by a successful attack, but those could be your.
I don't know if it applies here. That's why I'm a little unsure of what to do. I have Flurry of No-No blows. It costs 2 cookies, so it would be really heavy because I've only got 3 left. But it allows punchy kickers to wind up and hit an enemy in the no-no spot as hard as they can, resulting in double damage and 1 round of blindness. After the attack, punchy kickers take 2 grumps because that stuff ain't cute.
You absolutely can use it here if you have the cookies.
Okay.
And
I have 3, so yeah, I have 3, and I can afford those last 2 grumps. So I think I'll go for it. But that's going to be Wesley's big hit in this combat. He's not going to be able to do much else.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. Is that triggered by a successful attack? Before you use that,
I'm waiting.
It doubles damage, right?
Yes.
What I am going to say is, punchy kickers can double damage after the attack. Yeah. Since it specifies after the attack, I'm going to say you got to do that before and then see if it hits.
Before I take the grumps?
No. So so the damage will be doubled if you hit. You're still going to take the grumps.
Oh, yeah. Okay, gotcha. And I roll a d6 still, right?
Yes. What are you using to attack? Which of the big 3?
I'm hoping to use adventurousness because it's my highest.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay. So, by the way, I am hearing from our game folks, it's triggered by a successful attack. So, roll to see if you hit, and then we'll see if you need to take grumps and spend those cookies.
Does a 6 hit?
Let me roll. It does not.
Grumps for nothing?
No. So, you do not take any grumps. You have not used the ability. It is triggered by a successful attack, which you didn't have.
Got it.
So, you still have all 3 cookies. You did not take any grumps.
Sick. Okay.
Perfect. And thank you to our folks in chat, keeping me on track.
And for saving me my cookies.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You can move in closer. You can, because you all are all sort of clustered in flinging range. Especially you punchy kickers may want to be closer if you're gonna try and hit it.
Yeah, I think Wesley's fueled by his growing rage, and he gets a little bit closer to this scary hot monster.
Okay. So, you are now in spitting range. Next turn, you can move into flailing range. All right. It is our sorcerer now. Let's see what Selena has to say.
I want to look around and see if there's anything that can be used as a cup or something.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. So I'm trying to think about what would be in a furnace room. I think in the furnace room, I think there is I think by the front of the furnace, it is in flailing range. There is a small bucket of we'll say it's a wood burning furnace, so it's wood. So otherwise it'd be coal or something like that, and Don't know if modern or if house furnaces ever would use coal these days, but we'll say wood.
Okay. Then yeah, I just want to take my one thing of sand, and I just want to take my one move forward to get into spitting range, and I'm going to fling it at the furnace with my big
Okay.
move.
Let me make sure of something. I am going to let you. Yeah, you should be able to throw from a spitting distance. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, we'll say that. So I'm gonna let you throw the sand from spitting distance. So yeah, go ahead and make that roll using what stat?
Precociousness.
Okay, precociousness it is. So go ahead and roll that d6.
That is a 7.
Oof. This is a very tough furnace. They're able to block again with an 8.
Okay.
All right. So that is your, I would say your big thing.
Yep. My big thing, my little thing, and my move.
Yep. Cool. Yep. So that means we've got our last friend. Bringing up the rear, we got Faulkner.
Faulkner's how to carry a big cooler. It takes him a little second, okay?
It does take him a while.
He also now has a free hand, so his thumb is back in his mouth. But step one, we're gonna move closer.
Okay, you're in
However
spitting
close.
distance.
Okay. Spitting distance. We're gonna look the furnace in the eye and be like, "I'm coming for you." Got a whole cooler.
Here's what I will say. I will say that you can make. I'm making up the rules for this water attack on the fly here. This water attack will need to be made because it's so heavy from flailing distance, and when you make it, because it is something that is extremely dangerous to the fighter. I will say you go ahead and get a +3 to that roll.
All right.
So that will help inform, I think, what you want to do with this next roll. So you can spend your big thing to move again and get into flailing distance. You can't attack it with the water just yet, but you would be in flailing distance. Or you can hold off, try to move into flailing distance next turn. It is up to you what you would like to do.
I think I'm gonna hold off, and next turn we're gonna move forward. But this time I'm gonna fling my last sand. Pocket sand.
Little pocket sand. Okay. Okay.
Pocket sand.
So you set down the water.
No, I'm still
No?
holding the water cooler. I got two hands holding the water cooler. I got a third hand over here, ready to fling.
Oh, I forgot how many hands you had.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to do that. Absolutely.
The fourth hand is in the mouth.
Yeah. What stat would you use? Would you like to use to take on this thing?
We are flinging it with adventurousness. Spirit of adventure.
Let's see where adventure gets us.
An 11?
All right. Hey, it only got a 7. However, it has an ability for this. So, here's the downside.
Bring it.
Remember earlier how it tried to close the grate when somebody else tried to throw sand at it?
Mm-hmm.
This time it's faster.
What?
And your sand will brush off the front of the grate.
Uh-oh. Well, oopsies.
So, we are headed, I believe, up to the top of the next round. Unless you've got a little thing you wanted to do.
No, I'm saving my little things.
Okay. So up to the top, we got Rosie.
Okay. So, question, and it's okay if no.
Mhm.
So when I burned all of my cookies, it was a brainy roll. Would it be possible to get that cookie back because I would have added the +1? If no, that's okay. I figured I'd ask.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's one of those, we added it after the fact.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine.
So, because it could have been a skill that we didn't use. If I knew that we used all of them, and you would have gotten it back no matter what, I would say yes. But I don't remember what we've used, so I'm gonna say not this time. Sorry.
No, that's totally fine. It's totally fair. I don't have any sand. Where is the sandbag? Did we pull it closer to the door? Did we leave it back where it was?
You did not.
Shoot. Okay. Hold on, I think I might have a. Can I? If I were to use a class ability, could I make this furnace give me a cookie?
What is the class ability?
So I take a grump. A child who never blinks is an uncomfortably compelling child. Warlocks can spook any enemy into giving them one cookie. I don't know.
You know what? It says any enemy.
Sure, yes. This furnace has eyes. It can see me.
Cookies test.
It's baking its own cookies.
There you go. In the wood burning stove. Yeah.
Sheets in there. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I know, this is where they make the cookies. I don't know.
Okay, so
I'll take a grump.
Yeah.
I got a cookie.
Okay. So that is. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect furnace cookies. I did not.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah. You get a cookie from the furnace.
Cool. Perfect.
That is, I believe, your big thing.
Sure. I don't know. I will. Did Selena get hit last turn?
Yes.
I'm gonna can I yell at this furnace to try and get its attention so that way it doesn't hurt Selena again?
Go ahead. This is a check.
Okay.
Go ahead and try to attract its attention. This feels like a guile check. It feels like a trick.
Yeah, I'll take a guile.
Okay. But it could be cuteness. But yeah, do guile.
An 8.
All right. You know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to. Okay. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to work with this.
Anytime I was like the best round ever, I get a cookie from a furnace. Now I'm yelling at this furnace.
Yeah. Well, and that is okay. I just blanked for a second. I'm a little tired today.
Okay.
Remind me. You used
I used Guile.
Or
Yeah.
you used Guile. That's what it was. Yeah. Sorry. I'm gonna say. Oh, yeah. That's what I was doing. I'm gonna. Let's see. What was the ruling on that? Let me double check my. This is a medium difficulty, and I don't remember the ranges, so I'm double checking on that. So we'll see if you're in that medium range or not, and you are not. So a medium range is a 10 to a 12. So, because it's not as easy as jumping over a crack on the side.
Okay.
So, yep. Sorry, Fran.
No, it's okay.
Let's say you're not successful here.
Yeah, I just kind of yell. I still yell at it. It's like I just yell, "Don't hurt my friend, you meanie!" And see if it tries it. If it doesn't work, it's okay.
No, you
Yeah.
do hear the furnace, sort of a rolling rumble that reads to you as laughing.
It's laughing at me.
Rude.
As the furnace
Rude.
is going to, let's see, 2 of you are in flailing range. I believe we have, no. Is it just Irvi in flailing range? Just, no? Oh, wait,
No, I'm in
Isn't it
spitting range.
Wesley
yeah,
too?
you're right. Yeah, you
Rolling
did
fitting.
move in flailing range. That's
Yeah, I
what I was
couldn't get far enough yet.
So Wesley, Wesley, since you're the only person in flailing range,
Oh no.
I think that it is going to take you on, my friend. So, smoky tendrils are going to, are going to wrap out from the sides of the furnace monster, wrapping around your leg, and trying to pull you closer. This is an adventurous roll.
An adventurous roll. All right. Thank God.
If you fail,
That
you're
is going to be a 10.
That is okay. I gotta warm up my dice rolling arm here. Because this has got to be a good roll. That's not a good roll. You're able to defend against.
Woohoo!
It had to be a 6 on the die. So they did not succeed on that. So you're able to fend off the tendrils of smoke trying to grab you.
Whisk him away with the blankie.
All right. That is going to be the furnace's turn.
All right.
Wesley?
Wesley's going to try to do what he did last time. He's going to try throwing his little handful of wet sand.
I will say, at flailing range,
Oh yeah, I guess I wouldn't be able to get it, would I?
it's real difficult to throw something point blank at somebody.
Yeah.
You might have better luck with something a little bit more punchy or kicky.
Yeah, okay, I think he's going to go for a punch. I think that's a good idea. Or a kick.
What type of attack would you like to, what type of stat would you like to roll against?
See, I had a thought of how I was going to do that, and now I've changed my mind. Triggers can do this, 1 ground, 2+ any nimble challenge.
I'm just going to pre-roll
I
this
think
die.
he's going to do... Yeah, I think he's going to do a nimble challenge, which means that
So
he's going to take 1 grump.
No. Watch out here. So when you do attacks, it's just using the big 3, unless you're using a class ability. So if you wanted to do something using adventurous, you could. There's also cuteness and precociousness. Those are your 3 options.
Yeah, he's got a 5 in adventurousness, which is where I was going with the class ability of higher go higher, take 1 grump, and punchy kickers get a 2+ bonus to any nimble challenge, if that's applicable here. But that doesn't seem like a combat-based thing now that I read it again.
Yeah, it is not.
I think he's just gonna go with an adventurous check, because that's his highest, and just go for a hit.
Okay.
All right. Does an 8 hit?
It does not. I will say
This is a really tough furnace.
I would say this time the furnace monster rolled max. So
Dang.
you had a shot, but you had to go crazy.
This thing was built back when they made utilities to last forever, appliances to last forever.
Absolutely. Is there anything? Would you like to move? Would you like to do a small action?
Can you remind me what the small actions are? Sorry.
So small actions are like using items, eating a cookie, little things. There was a full description of it, and I forgot part of it. I
think he'll just move in closer.
Okay.
Can he even get closer? Is he at the closest
you are
zone?
as close as you can get. Yeah.
Then I think he's good. He's good.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that means Wesley. Felina.
I was like,
Has the furnace gone?
The furnace went before Wesley.
Okay. I am going to. I'm gonna move up to Flailing Rage to go get that bucket.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you were in spitting, so you move up 1 and grab the bucket. You can still do a big thing if you'd like to attack or do something big. If you'd like to keep moving, you can use that big thing to move back into spitting range if you'd like.
Yes, I want to take that bucket and move back.
Oh wait,
with my big
actually,
thing.
no, I am going to because I realize you wouldn't need to move. The cooler is in I guess is in spitting range. So yeah, you would need to move back to spitting range. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know where everybody is. I have this whole thing plotted out. I swear.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move up to Flailing, grab the bucket, and then my big move, I'm gonna head back with it to spitting range next to the bucket.
There you go.
Mm-mm.
And then Faulkner.
Faulkner's gonna move the cooler to flailing range now. I guess use a small thing to open the grate.
So the grate, once it slams down, it opens back up again.
Okay. Cool. Bet. I was sitting here panicking the whole time, like I'm gonna have to open this grate. Oh God.
All right. Nope. You're okay.
Well, we're good. That's even better.
So.
But yeah, gonna move into flailing range and try to throw some water on it.
All right. What attack would you like to do?
This is gonna be with adventurous, and then if it hits, I would like to use my flurry of no blows to deal double damage and a round of blindness.
Okay.
I will eat my last 2 cookies for this.
This is also, I will remind you, because you're using the water, it's a +3.
Covering all the bases here. That's a 12.
Well, that's a successful hit, even with the furnace rolling max.
Well, good, because I almost rolled max.
So, that is going to be take your flurry of no blows, right?
Yes, 2 grumps.
2 grumps to double that damage.
And 2 cookies.
To 4 damage. Let's see, we had... Yeah, so... the 4 damage. Oof. You can hear the metal of the furnace groan as the water sloshes around it and steam comes out of the furnace. And the metal, as it shrinks, make this noise almost like a scream. It's still kicking, but it's hurt.
Well, that is all Faulkner can do.
All right. I believe that puts us at the top with Rosie. It does seem like you're muted, friend.
I forgot that I had my mic muted. I'm gonna take another grump.
Okay.
I'm gonna make this furnace giving me another cookie.
Okay.
If I can.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'll do that as my big thing. I will move into spitting range, right?
Yeah, because you were back in flinging.
Yeah, I will move into spitting range.
Yep.
Let's see. I think I have a thing on my. Hang on, let me see. Oh, I was thinking of a different thing. Okay. I'm gonna. And then I'm gonna yell at it again. Try to get its attention.
Okay.
Like away from the one that just threw water on it. So away from Faulkner. So imagine it's probably very angry that there was water thrown at it.
Go ahead and give me a roll.
Guile?
I believe that's what we did last time. Yes.
Okay. What is that? Oh. 9.
That is very close, but not enough. You would need to eat a cookie to succeed. Oh, wait. Actually, in combat, you have used your little action. Which I think means you can't eat a cookie. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because eating a cookie is a little action. Okay, then I just fail. That's okay.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah, so I use my move, my big, and my small. I'm good.
There you go. It is now time for the furnace. And the furnace is 100% going for our friend Faulkner. There's a vendetta now. So, Faulkner, it's adventurous versus adventurousness.
That is a 9.
Well, you're doing great. It's the smoky tendrils are weak due to a lot of their smoke being delved out by the steam. It actually takes some of the soot that would become smoke, and so it makes them weaker. So it cannot grab a hold of you.
Good.
All right, that puts us with Wesley.
All right. Same thing as last time. He's going to try to punch.
Okay.
Going to go with adventurousness. A 7.
So here's the wild thing. When I roll for offense for it, I roll really low. When I roll for defense for it, I'm rolling really, really high.
Could you maybe not do that anymore? And that might work for me.
Not gonna lie, I would love to. Does not hit. Does not hit. I'm sorry, friend.
All right. Is the bucket is closer though now, right? Because Faulkner and Wesley are both like within flailing range.
The bucket is closer. I would say about half the water has been poured out.
Okay. I don't think I have any big actions left, and I don't think there's any small actions I should do unless anybody disagrees with me. I'm willing to take suggestions for sure, because I have been the least helpful of everyone in this combat, and I am literally a punchy kicker.
I moved a bucket, so you're doing a lot better than me.
You're doing really good. you're hitting the thing.
Kind of. All right, if we don't have any other ideas, I say that's Wesley's turn. Let's go. Next person.
Okay. I believe that is Selena.
Selena is, I am going to, crack open my big heavy book. And I'm going to look at this furnace, and I'm going to start talking about hydroponics. And then there's this one, and she does this. to bore the furnace for 1 round.
Okay. Which that makes it unable to do a big thing or a moving thing. If you're successful. Is there a roll for?
There's no
this?
roll.
Okay.
I regale, and they get 1 round of boredom, and I get a second attack as a little thing.
Interesting. Okay.
That is going to. I'm going to take off my diaper.
Okay.
I'm gonna chuck it.
All right.
Because I peed earlier, I was scared.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and what stat are you attacking with here?
My guile or precociousness.
Precociousness. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That is an 8.
Let's see what we got. Okay, and make sure of something.
I also take 2 grumps because none of you are paying attention.
So, tell me, what does the furnace look like when it dies?
I am imagining it. I don't know if any of you have seen Look Who's Talking, the really old movie with the babies. They see the toilet monster and it just yap yap yap. That's all I see is this big glowing monster, and it just and the grate slowly closes. The light begins to die, and then the smoke billowing out, and I just see 2 eyes as the smoke forms eyes, and they just close.
Amazing.
And thus ends the vaunted, great, adult-scaring furnace monster. I will say, you, because we are getting to a close here, we're almost an hour longer than I had planned this for, but that's okay. We're having a blast. So, you all are going to use the last of the water to cool off the inside of the furnace. And as you sit inside, or as you do so, you can then climb in the furnace. Helena, as the brains of the operation, and the only one who's proven that they know how to read. You can see an inscription on the wall on the inside of the furnace. The inscription says, close the grate. Do not be afraid that you will be ate. Hold on for the ride as we go into the sky.
Yeah, and once I confirm that the furnace is cool, I'm gonna climb in and just come on! It's a spaceship!
Gonna be old though.
It's gonna be fine! Come on!
Eight.
You're not gonna be 8, look! And I'm gonna sit and just flail.
Okay, well you're not getting older, so I'll get in.
Okay.
Full send, no stop. Wesley's in.
Full send, no stop. Awesome.
Motto of Wesley. Send no stop.
Wesley, as Wesley is coming in at the end, they pull down the gate behind them. And the whole inside of the furnace starts to rumble. Right? And there's a light right above the plaque. It was dark inside, so you couldn't quite see that much. There's just a red light, yellow light, green light, and you all are pushed into the bottom of the furnace as you rocket out the chimney of Lady Chastity's. You shoot up through the air. The furnace gets cooler and cooler as you shoot into space, going light years per second, which is not a thing, but it's a thing here, okay?
Yeah, totally. It's totally a thing.
Faster than the speed of light. All the way to a whole new planet, loaded with all the toys that were too cool and got taken away from kids in their time at Lady Chastity's. You are the kings of this planet. This is your kingdom. And that, I think, is where we're going to end today's session, is the piles of toys you see littered around you. Any toy you ever wanted. And a couple you never even dreamed of are on this planet. The treasure planet of toys is yours. Well, it's been great. Thank you for watching us, y'all. As we wrap up here, we'll have one final message from our players. Y'all, who are you, and where can folks find you if they're like, that is a dope person, and I need to follow them and find out more. I need to, go to their open mics or follow their TikToks or whatever. I don't know. Any and all the things that you do. So let's go ahead and start with JJ.
Oh.
Who are you and where folks can find you?
So once again, I have been JJ. You can find me over on TikTok at king.jj.ace. If you want to see cringy cosplay, I'm your person.
All right, let's go ahead. Disaster.
Yeah, hi, Dean Disaster. You can catch me on TikTok, Twitch, and DM Disaster or at Rolls After Dark.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and hop over Rose.
I'm Rose. I don't really have a whole heavy internet presence, but if you know me, you can find me. I might pop up at an open mic in Kansas City, so if you're in the area, you might see me at some point.
Awesome. And then Irvi.
Hi, I'm Irvi. You can find me all over TikTok. Just look up Irvi Fits, and that's me. Hi. You can also find me on Start Playing if you're ever interested in joining up on a table. But Brad.
Love that. And of course, as always, in the darkness behind all of us is the other faithful introvert that keeps us up and running, Bloodlust King. Thank you so much. You can find them. They do stream here on Twitch, and they also, I think, sometimes do TikToks, but I don't quite remember if they posted one recently. But you can also find them here on Roll for Respawn on Thirsty Gay Thursdays and our Wednesday stream as well as here. And then finally, I have been your sitter for today. My name is Tony. You can find me on TikTok at TonyWillEdit, and every other Wednesday here for the Wonderarium, where we explore tabletop RPGs and I try to trick people into being my friend. Maybe today it's worked. Odds aren't in my favor. with that being said, thank you so much for watching. We love y'all, and see you next time.